season is underway.
Yeah, and you can kind of feel that both teams, BA, are a little bit anxious and nervous, but an exciting kind of nervousness. So let the season begin. I'm glad we're starting.
So here's the Clippers starting group. Kawhi and Collins are the forwards. Darius Garland is out there with Benedict Mathurin, and it's Lopez in at the 5 spot.
And he's a crafty scorer for a young player. George is always going to find the gaps in the defense.
Shot is up, and he misses his first shot.
All alone from mid-range. You got to think he's kicking himself.
And here's Bailey for 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Pass to Mathurin from outside the arc. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. Well, Clark, for over a decade now, the Clippers have essentially been a staple in the postseason.
Yeah, BA, they sure have been. They've only missed the playoffs twice since 2012. Staying competitive during that stretch, despite a great deal of roster turnover and some major injuries to deal with as well.
Garland for 3. The rebound by Jackson. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. George with the bucket.
Wow, Keontae George flashing those handles. Nasty stuff.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Pass to Mathurin. Lots of room. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Just 1 for 5. Not the start they were looking for. Obviously, there's still plenty of time to get on track.
Yep, count it.
When coaches talk about starting fast, this is what they mean.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. To end the run. No good there. The Jazz have gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. George has shot his for Utah. And then for Los Angeles, Jackson, he's checked in for Lopez. Jones comes in for John Collins. And it's done in for Mathurin. And the dunk by Jackson.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give them a spark.
Which is a spark they desperately need. They've got to ramp up the intensity.
Now here's Garland. There's a minute 12 left to play in the first quarter.
Yeah, that's got to be frustrating for him. He'll usually convert that.
And here's Bailey for 3. The offensive rebound. Back to Nurkic. Utah moving the ball around. George for 3. His 4th make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Pass to Jones. Lets it fly. Shot by Leonard, no good. Utah leading by 9. Markkanen finds Jackson. Over Jones. And there's Jackson on the assist by Markkanen.
Oh my, sinking yet another mid-range jumper.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
On offense, here's Utah. Some momentum, a 15-2 run underway. Connects from downtown. George has got 12.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
And Keontae George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
There's 10 seconds left in the opening quarter. Jackson with a screen on George. No one covering.
Hey, it's typically a positive for this offense when he's assertive and looking to score.
Collier. Again, Utah good for 2.
They've shown so much energy right from the start.
String shooters. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Jazz.
The defense has been giving them plenty of mid-range jumpers, and they've been making them pay for that mistake.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
On the floor for the Clippers, they've got Chris Dunn. Jackson out there with Derrick Jones. Then it's Darius Garland, and it's Miller in at the small forward. It's now a decade in the league for Chris Dunn. What's helped him stick in the NBA, Clark?
I think it's his defensive prowess, BA, quite honestly. I thought he would be better overall, but defensively is where he's made his mark. He's terrific defending the ball, disruptive, and causes turnovers quite a bit. And usually he's drawing the top perimeter assignment every night.
When Garland finds a three-point shot, he takes it, supremely confident in his ability.
So Utah going with an almost entire new group here. Kessler, he's checked in for Filipowski. Jaren Jackson comes in for Williams. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Sensabaugh. And Bailey subbed in for Collier. Kept alive. Kicks it to George. Fires for three. Jackson outside. The three is up. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
Picking up right where he left off. Hit 2 triples in the first quarter. Now he gets another to fall.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. A big win here or there can really sustain a rebuilding team. And Utah coach Will Hardy said the results matter in order to keep belief in your process. Seeing yours pay off. The building of a team doesn't happen in one day. The players are staying with it, and they deserve all of the credit for that. Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. George, good.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Here's Garland. Give him 8 points now. Outside Jones. Garland with a screen on George. Leonard outside. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, for all the anticipation on NBA expansion, we might have to pump the brakes. I'm told a number of team owners are a bit hesitant to further carve up the revenue from this new national broadcasting deal, so the timeline may take longer than some fans had hoped.
They'll get there. All right, Shams. Thank you very much for that report. George's shot is off.
Well, it's clear he's frustrated. Just needs to slow things down a touch and let the offense come to him.
Here's Leonard. Leonard, so strong.
That strong upper body of Kawhi's really helps him around the basket.
The crossover. And the layup is up and in. George has got 19 points.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
The Jazz making a switch here. Collier's checked in. And then for Los Angeles, Brook Lopez is checked in for Jackson. John Collins comes in for Jones. And Mathurin subbed in for Garland. And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. And a quick pause here. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard and check out last season's best shot blockers. Well, you look at Kessler, a remarkable defender, second in the NBA. And, of course, Brook Lopez. This guy's a tremendous rim protector.
The way these two guys control the floor, it's impressive. It changes how the offense attacks, especially inside.
Miller's checked in for Los Angeles.
You know, when you talk Kawhi Leonard, you start with his defense, and I don't know if there's a better wing defender around.
Here's Mathurin. Miller on the wing for three. Rebounded by the Jazz. Kessler's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Bailey. To the paint. Here's Collier. Rebounded by Lopez. Leonard outside. Miller on the wing. From deep. Yes! And it's Leonard with the assist that time. Here's Collier. That misses!
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for. And then, of course, executing.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Lauri Markkanen out there with Jackson. Then there's George. Then it's Walker Kessler. And it's Bailey in at the shooting guard position. And that's the group for Will Hardy as we begin the second half. Clippers trail by 13. And last season, the Jazz with the worst record in franchise history.
You're losing with a plan, though. Utah, such a smart organization. If you're going to tear it down to the studs, do it in a good draft year.
Here's Leonard. He's got 6. Here's Collins. And Collins with the slam.
Yeah, just a nice show of force by Collins. Taking it all the way to the rim and flushing it home.
George has the open look. Second chance shot. Here's Kessler. Lays it up and banks it in. Kessler's got his second bucket on the night.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Got it.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Shoots over Lopez. The Clippers grab the miss.
I wouldn't count on him missing the mid-range shot again. That's a good look for him.
Leonard outside. Fires the 3. Kessler with a rebound. Kessler's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Pass to Garland from the arc. They get it back.
Well, you hate to give Lopez an easy one around the rim, but you don't like sending him to the line either.
First trip to the line for him here, and he makes the first.
Shooting for the Clippers.
And Lopez drops them both. And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
And something fans don't always get to see. Some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
Typically, there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, it could be just a slight tweak.
Pass to Markkanen. There's the 3. The shot that time, not on target. Clippers trail by 12. Outside Mathurin. Leonard outside. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
I think everybody in the building expected him to make that collective shot.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks a lot. John Collins becoming a knockdown shooter. He said, I think I've always had the ability to shoot. I'm just feeling it from 3 right now. My teammates are doing a good job of finding me in the spots that I like, and I've worked on my shot a lot, and I'm sort of settling into it. Guys?
Very capable. All right, Allie, thanks for the report.
He's trying to will this team back into it, doing all he can offensively.
Here's Bailey. He's covered by Mathurin. And that's good. Bailey for 3. Bailey's got 5.
A confident answer from Bailey. The rookie wanting to prove he can hang.
Outside Garland. Collins with a screen on George. Here's Garland. He's got it. 6 of 10 now.
He is in a groove. You can tell he's playing with a lot of confidence.
Jazz leading by 12. Here's Markkanen. Just bullies his way in. Lowry Markkanen.
And Markkanen is a low down inside close to the bucket. When he's got nice positioning, he's really comfortable inside.
Mathurin finds Collins. Rebounded by the Jazz. Kessler's got his 8th rebound here tonight. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Chalk up 2 there. Bailey's got 5 points now this quarter.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Substitution on the court.
"17 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Here's Leonard. Kawhi finishes inside. So good at the rim.
One thing about Leonard around the bucket now, because he's got those humongous mitts, it helps him control the rock like very few players can.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And here at the end of the 3rd, it's a double-digit ball game. Utah ahead. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up. Tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th, they've got Derek Jones. Darius Garland is out there with Chris Dunn. Then it's Miller, and it's Jackson in at the 5. For 3, Collier. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
For him, it has not been a game to remember, but all they care about is that W.
And a new group getting ready. ready for the Clippers. Brook Lopez is checked in for Jackson. John Collins comes in for Jones. Leonard's checked in for Miller. And Benedict Mathurin subbed in for Dunn. Garland for three. Utah grabs the miss. Jackson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Takes the three. George, no good. Clippers trail by 14. Up top, Collins. George defending. Nice! Point. A different look for Utah. Kessler, he's checked in for Filipowski. Lowry Marketing comes in for Sensabaugh. And Bailey subbed in for Collier. Let's check in with our reporter, pulling the force.
I was able to listen out what Will Hardy was doing over with his team. He said to his guys, this one is not over yet. You have worked hard for this lead, and we are not about to give it up now. Stay focused and keep hustling. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
He's been terrific offensively. You can bet they'll feed him down the stretch, that's for sure.
Garland with the ball. Outside Leonard. Beyond the arc. Leonard! A threat from deep.
Leonard scores at all 3 levels. He's a threat anywhere on the floor.
George outside. Cleared away by Lopez. Clippers trail by 13. Leonard fires! Oh, can't hit the jumper. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Now George. Fires it from 14. Collins rips down the board. Leonard with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. Bailey pulls it down.
Great contest down low. Allowing no easy hoops is a winning approach.
It's stolen by Leonard. Mathurin. Oh, and Hailu comes in for Bailey. Utah leading by 13. George peels it out a bit. Banks it home. Opportunity.
Yeah, they really dictated the pace, and it really paid off.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
Yeah, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of game 1 is just that much more motivated to get even in game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Keontae George.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here's George. It's Mikhailuk on the wing, guarded by Miller. Using the glass to lay it in.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Rebounded by Markkanen. George. And the layup falls.